Today we are going to see a Chinese shoe magic square. In numerology, it has got a tremendous knowledge and it is appreciated by everyone. I have written a book on numerology with the name of which is Mystery of Numerology. In this book, I have given the whole information, the information about your talent number, destiny number, how it affects you, what you should eat, which color you should prefer, what crystals or what gems you should use. So if you are interested, you can purchase this book, you can order for it. It is given in the below description box. Okay friends, today we are going to start with Chinese shoe magic square. Now there will be a question, what is so astonishing or surprising about this square that it is known as magic square? Because friends, a square which we are going to study now, if any number is missing, even the solution is given which is very simple, and with such simple solutions you can make your numbers fulfilled which is missing. Now let me start at how we got this magic square. Now it is a Chinese concept which is 4,000 years ancient technique. It's a very ancient technique, and actually the mythical emperor of China named Wu of Ya was working on river Huanghe, which used to bring destruction through flood. You know, that was a river, very big river of China. Every time there will be a flood and definitely it will bring destruction and nothing else. Now he found a tortoise shell. It was regarded as a auspicious omen, but the tortoise shell had a specific marking on it. You know, the shell, on the above part of it, there was a special marking. And it did a perfect square divided into 3 by 3 grid. 3 by 3. Isn't it? So it was given the name Lo Shu Grid. This square was remarkable because every horizontal, we'll take now, every horizontal, vertical or diagonal row, when added, it will give you the number 15. It had a number 5 in central position. In the center position, we'll see now below that there is a number 5. And it is a highly regarded in China. You know, they regard this as a very good omen or a lucky number. So Emperor Wu earned great name and fame for his discovery of Lo Shu Grid, from which the Chinese astrology, Chinese numerology, Feng Shui was evolved. Actually, according to me, it gives us the total knowledge about our strengths and weaknesses of a person. See, every person has particular points which are very strong of him, of his personality, and some are weak. And the solutions are given very nicely, you know, that these are the solutions, very simple. So if anybody is interested, even you can contact me, and in where you have to contact, the description box will give you the information about it. See friends, it is like a 3 by 3, we say the square, right? Now when we take a horizontal line, see, the number is 492. In the second row, it is 357, and the last one is 816. So you see the mid number is what? 5. Do you get me? Now just see 492, add it. 4 plus 9, 13 plus 2 is 15. Next is 3 plus 5 is 8 plus 7 is 15. Now suppose we take it diagonally. 8 plus 5 is 13 plus 2 is 15. In this way, it has the addition which results in number 15. Now, what this plane is, or what does it suggest? When we take the number 492, that is the first horizontal, it is denoting the mental or intellectual condition of a person. The second 357, which suggests you about the emotional and spiritual level of a person. The last is 816, which gives you practical or material knowledge. A person who has a very practical knowledge or who is very, materialistic. Now, when we take it row wise or when we take it vertical wise, it is 438. 438, again 15. The first is for thought. We'll see in the next how it affects you. 951 shows will or activity of a person. The next is 276, which gives you your attentiveness and your action and your strength. How the person is having a strength or how he is active, these things are shown. See friends, so simple things, and that also I will show you how to put it. Now, but first let me start with how does it, when we take Chinese, I told you it is also affected by its numerology and its astrology. How? So actually, these are the four corners. So four corners how? See, first I take is 492. 492, it is on the south direction. Then there is a west direction. Okay, that is 357. North direction is also there. 816 and east is 438. There is a southeast also, southwest, northwest and northeast. Now, first we must know what these numbers are. Every number is governed by a planet. In numerology, we always say that each number is governed by the planet. So it has its effect on the person. So number 4 is Rahu. According to Hindu name, we say is Rahu. In English, we say is dragon head. The 9 is Mangal or Mars. The next is 2, which is the number of moon or Chandra. 3 is Jupiter or Guru. Now we take is 5 is Mercury or Buddha Graha, isn't it? 7 is Dragon Tail or you also say is Ketu. 8 is Saturn or Shani. 1 is Sun, that is Ravi or Surya. And 6 is Venus, that is Shukra. Just see, 1 is Sun, therefore 2nd is Moon. The 3rd is Jupiter, isn't it? So this is the way we read your birth date. Now there will be a question, how the birth date will be shown in this magical square. That also I will show you, friends. Now, every number, as we say, is governed by certain planet. Isn't that true? So now we see how does it affect you. So first, we'll take one where there is a 492357816. Okay. Suppose your birth date is 6th of August 1952. So you mark 6 number, August is 8 number, then 1 number, then 9 number, then 5 number and 2 number. Isn't it true? Now just see diagonally, I've got all numbers is 852. When this diagonal is made, 852, because when we saw the 4 number was missing, the 3 was missing and even 6 was missing. So only diagonal was filled, that is 852. Now according to me, this is, according to our numerology, we see it is a silver line because it is such birth date in Magical Shoe Square shows determination. Very much determined a person is. How can you see that the person is determined? Because 2nd is moon, as we say just now. Isn't that true? Now moon is determination. Now number 5. When we take number 5, it is Buddha or we can say is Jupiter, right? So when we talk about it, that number 5, is Mercury or Buddha. I'm really sorry for it. 8 is Saturn or Shani. So 5 is communication, love, travel and transport. Always when Mercury is there, always you say that 5 is for communication, love, travel and transport. And see, just this year is 2021 is also 5. So, this is the 5 number is for communication, travel and transport. Don't take travel and transport as it is. Travel and transport means that you may have to change your ideas, and you have to move, you have to take action. So this is a year of action, friends. Now when we take number 8, 8 is of course Saturn is, actually has a more concentration power, exact reasoning. And when a person has all these things, when he has got a communication power, he is concentration powerful, and he is determined, definitely it is a determination. So whenever or whatever he does, he will become successful. So I think that this is the number usually which is governed by mind, isn't that? And definitely the person is very much determined. Now next is what we take is emotional balance Shu Grid. Suppose the date is 8th of June 1954. So we mark 8, then we mark June is 6, then 191954. But here 372 is missing. So what is becoming is 456. Again a diagonal. Right? So again we'll see how it affects you, or how it has effect on us. This will give you emotional balance. The person who is having 4, 5, 6, he has emotional balance. He has got more intuition power. Because when your mind is balanced, your emotions is balanced, definitely you can have, or you can feel intuitions which is coming to you, and you can of course understand that power. Now as we know, 4 is the number of Rahu, dragon head. Again 5 is Mercury and 6 is Venus. Now Venus is also a good communicator. Venus is for what? Venus is for emotions. So here when the person has all 3 numbers, he has got emotional balance, is a good public speaker, a good communicator. Yes, the next we'll see is the spirituality. The person who are very spiritual, how can we find it? So just take an example is 7th of March 1985. 7th March is 3, 191985. So which numbers are missing is 4, 2, 6. We can see that 3, 5, 7. We can make an arrow. It is the number of spiritualism. There is an emotional harmony, spiritual values, and which lead to contentment after middle age. Friends, remember, they have a contentment after middle age, and therefore they now understand the spiritual values. And this shows them the path towards awakening. Many of our gurus, many of our saints has these numbers, and as we know, 3 is the Jupiter number, or you say guru, isn't it? 5, as you know, it is a Mercury or Buddha, and 7 is Ketu or dragon tail. We always say that Ketu, no, it is in what angle the Ketu is, but when it is 3, 5, 7, it always makes a spiritual awakening, and of course the person is satisfied after the middle age. So this was for the spirituality. See, if any number is missing, there are many solutions, and very simple solutions for that we give to the persons. Because when you don't have say determination, you are not able to take the right decision, because you are fickle minded. Or when you are not emotionally balanced, you go for depression sometimes, you are very, you have anxiety. So these things can be solved if suppose you have say when we saw spirituality 357, suppose 3 5 is that 7 is missing, then there is something we can, a very simple solutions we suggest you. Suppose you want to become emotional balanced people, then you have suppose 4 or 5 or 6 and 5, any two number, one is missing, then we can give you a simple solution and we can make your emotional balance. Now, next, definitely see, first is determination, second is emotional balance, third is spirituality, and the fourth, of course, is intellect, which is important. Intellectual level of a person does makes a difference in his career, even in his life. Suppose the birth date is 24th of June, 1985. So, what you take is 24 to 4, 1901, then 9, then 8, then 5. But then 3, 7, 6 is missing. So I will just take into consideration is 4, 9, 2. So when you have these three numbers, 4, 9, 2, because 9 is Mars, friends, So this number makes you highly intelligent, you have good memory power and logical mind. See, if you do not have any one of this, definitely you don't have very good memory power, and sometimes you know the things but you don't know how to do it because you are missing that intellect. So many students come to us, approach us, many even parents approach us, and we give a very simple solutions for this. This is known as intellect 492. So friends, it is so easily, in the, we always say that there are many things which we are missing, but even the God has given us many things. And we can rectify these things and make our weaknesses less and less. And even we can make our strong powers more strong. The next is prosperity. So for prosperity, suppose 6th of April 1985, 6th April is 4, then 1, then 9, then 8 and 5. So again number which is missing is 2, 3, 7. So what we consider, suppose a person wants to make prosperity, that is, see, I think in today's world everybody wants prosperity, everybody wants to become prosperous. 816 is the number of prosperity, friends, because 8 is Saturn, then 1 is Sun. Sun always gives you very optimistic, or you can say prosperity, and the 6th is Venus. Now, if these three are present in your birth date, it gives you material success. It gives you excellences, business and commerce, because when we say Sun, Sun is for creative, brilliant. And therefore, your commercial venture are always successful if you have all these number. Not only that, actually number 1 makes you very orderly, disciplined and very energetic. So if you want prosperity, if anything number is missing, even can friends find a solution to it. The next is planning. What is a planning? I tell you, in today's world, it is very important is planning, friends, that planning is important. Why? Without planning, we can't achieve our goal. First we plan, we come to know this is the road I have to go, and then slowly we go on the road and achieve our goal. So for planning, suppose your birth date is 23rd April 1985, then you put for 2, 3, right? April means 4, then 1, then 9, then 8, then 5. So what is missing on you is 7 and 6, right? So if you have all these 4, 3, 8 numbers, friends, you can become a very good planner. And I feel that when you have very good planner, definitely you can become a good politician. Very shrewd tacticians, means tactfully, you can make the things proper. You are very having a tact to make the people understand you, to make the people do the things what you want them to do it. Because 4 is according to us Rahu, then 3 is Guru, and 8 is Shani. So all these things makes your proper planning, and definitely when you have these 3 numbers, you're a very good planner. Therefore, you are always in the position of a manager or something, at a very high position, as well as a politician also. The next what we take is for the willpower. There are many people who have got a very strong willpower. Whatever happens, I can manage it. And that makes them successful because they never fear of anything. Now, in which birth date or in which numbers make them with a very strong willpower? Suppose the birth date is 6th of February 1985, right? So first we take 6, then we take 2, right friends? Then we take is 1, 9, 8 and 5. So what is missing, friends, is number 4, which is not there in our whole this, isn't it? 4 didn't come only for us, and number 3. So when you have 9, 5, 1, you have a very strong willpower, which makes your personality persistent, with nobody can say anything. They just obey, they just feel okay. Whatever he says, let us at least think about it, because you have got a very strong opinion. Little bit stubborn also, because your very strong willpower, definitely it sometimes makes you a little bit stubborn that I want this, so I want this. So success in every undertaking and endeavor. So according to me, this is the best for willpower. So you can just try it at your home with your own things, just put your birth dates, and you can have the ideas for it. Okay. Now the next and the last is action. Because you have got everything, but you don't you don't act, then nothing happens. You see, the God gives you everything, but then you have to take action, and then you can achieve it. We always say that a plate is there in front of you, but you have to put your hand down, take the molds, and then eat it. So the action, okay. Now let us take any, you can take the example of 2nd April 1967. So when you say 2nd April, that is 2, 4, 19 is 1, 9, 7, 6. Did you see what you are missing is the 5 number, which is an important number, 3 and 8. But when you have 2, 7 and 6, 2 is for what? Moon. 7 is definitely we know Ketu or dragon tail, and 6 is Venus or Shukra, which makes you very active. They're very restless. They're just sort of activities. They're just required to do some physical things. So they have got extraordinary stamina. They can do physical labor like anything. So these people are what we say action heroes. They do something just with vigorous. And this is known as the Lo Shu Grid. So if you have anything missing, then what, friends? So even in my book, I have given it very nicely that what happens when things are given and what happens when it is not given. As we said, first what we took is, let us start with this 2, 5, 8, isn't that? It is first we took that only, determination. So when the determination is not there, the vigorous is frustration. So whenever there is no determination power, definitely you feel a little bit frustrated. Now suppose emotional balance, that was second we said, 4, 5, 6 numbers, isn't it? So all these numbers are there, then you have emotional balance. If any of number is missing, then you are a little bit suspicious, for everyone, for every action. You are very suspicious towards it. The next we took is 357. That is the number of spirituality. When you have all these numbers, you are very spiritual. But suppose any one number is missing, you feel very loneliness, solitude. You feel that there is no one with me. Now, next what we take is intellect, isn't it? That is 492. If all these three numbers are present, it shows you that you are very intellectual. Now this suppose is missing, any one number of it is missing, then definitely you don't have intellectual, therefore poor money, because you don't have that mind to earn money. Next is prosperity, 816. All these numbers are present, you become prosperous. If one of number is not present, you always incur loss. I have heard so many people saying that, whatever I do, I just lose money because I don't know what's wrong, but I lose it. But that's it. Because one of the number is missing, friends, and that you can do it. You can correct it. This is the magic of this Shu Grid, that if any weaknesses are there, if any number is missing, you can make it strong again. Now next is planning. Now for planning, we say it is the number is 238, isn't it? Now, if you are not a very good planner, or if any one of number is missing, then there is a confusion. Sorry, it is 438, I'm sorry. Then there is a confusion. Next we saw is the willpower. Willpower is 951, isn't it? If you have all these numbers, you have great willpower. If any of the number is missing, then you are indecisive. You can't take the right decision. You always feel, no, this is right. No, not this. Again, I'll see what the next. Now, 276 are the number of actions. If all numbers are present, then you love action. And if any of the number is missing, then the apathy. You see, you don't feel like doing anything. Just sit like this. So, friends, see what a simple thing. And you know yourself. Just put your birth date, friends, into this number, according to these numbers which we have given. And then you can find what is missing and what is not missing. And then you can add according to your own conception or idea that I want to become prosper, or I want to have a willpower, whatever it is. So as we saw 492, just put your number in according way into the Shu square, and you can find what you want. Right, friends? Thank you very much.